Hello students, how are you? I hope you are well and fine. Now we should move towards the topic number 2, coordinates geometry. It's a very easy portion of P1 because you have already familiar with the coordinate geometry in O level. Midpoint formula, equation of straight line, gradient, you have already done in O level. Now we have some extra work in A level. It is same like O level. So first I recommend you that when you are seeing my video, you should subscribe my channel for more videos. Thanks for subscribing my video channel. First of all, I should explain some formulas. Formula sheet is related to the formulas which you have already done in O level. First of all, gradient of a straight line. The gradient is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Gradient of parallel lines, when two lines are parallel, then that gradient should be equal. So m1 is equal to m2. It means gradient of line 1 is equal to gradient of line 2 when two lines are parallel. Gradient of perpendicular lines, when two lines are perpendicular, cut each other at 90 degree. m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1, or m1 is equal to minus 1 over m2. Midpoint of any 2 points is x1 plus x2 over 2 and y1 plus y2 over 2. Similarly, distance formula, it is same like in O level, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus 1 whole square under root. Gradient parallel to x-axis is always 0 and gradient parallel to y-axis is equal to 1 over 0. It means infinity. Equation of straight line y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. M mean gradient here. When line is tangent to the curve, it means when lines cuts the curve at only one point. It means there is only one solution because tangent, when line is cutting the curve at only one point, then there should be only one solution. It's a part of quadratic which is included in coordinate geometry. So b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. b square minus 4ac mean the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. We use quadratic formula to find the solution as x is equal to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac under root over 2a. Here we only use b square minus 4ac, which is called discriminant. So when only one solution or only one root, then b square minus 4ac, it means discriminant should be equal to 0. When lines does not meet the curve or no solution, it means when line does not cut the curve at any point. It means line and curve do not cut each other. So discriminant should be less than 0. b square minus 4ac is less than 0. When line meets the curve at 2 points are real solution. It means line meets the curve at different points. Then b square minus 4ac is greater than 0. There is a set of values of discriminant in both cases when do not meet the curve and when meets at two different points. So we start from question number 1. A straight line has gradient m and passes through the point O minus 2. This is the point through which the line passes. Find the two values of m for which the line is the tangent to the curve y is equal to x square minus 2x plus 7. Here he is describing that line is tangent to the curve. It means line is cut the curve at only one point. So value of m. Find the coordinates of the point where the line touches the curve. Equation of line y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. Here we apply the point 0 minus 2, y plus 2 is equal to m. Gradient of line he is giving in question, that is m. M into x minus 0 because point x is 0. So y is equal to mx minus 2 here. We get equation number 1, equation of straight line from gradient and points. Equation of curve y is equal to x square minus 2x plus 7, because line and curve meet each other, so we can equate y of both the line and the curve's equations. So x square minus 2x plus 7 is equal to mx minus 2. When I simplify, take the mx minus 2 on the left hand side and take the x common. X square minus x into 2 plus m plus 7 plus 2. So it will become x square minus x into 2 plus m plus 9 here. I have already described in the formula, when line is tangent to the curve, then b square minus 4ac equal to 0. It means discriminant should be equal to 0. Hence, a is 1, b is 2 plus m, and c is 9. I applied all the values in the formula. M plus 2 whole square minus 4ac equal to 0. M plus 2 whole square is equal to 36. Taking the square root on both, as m plus 2 whole square is equal to 36, taking square root on both sides, m plus 2 is equal to 6 and m plus 2 is equal to minus 6. Here I get m is equal to 4 and m is equal to minus 8. He is asking about two values of m here. Then again he asking about the 2 points of intersection here. X square minus x into 2 plus 4. I put the value of m is equal to 4 here in equation number 1. So 7 plus 2 plus 2, 7 plus 2 is equal to 0. X square minus 6x plus 9 is equal to 0. So I put value m is equal to 4 here. Now I applied the quadratic formula to this equation. X square minus 6x plus 9 is equal to 0. So x is equal to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac over 2a. So x square, when I solve this equation, 36 minus 36 will become 0. So only 6 is remainder. 6 by 2 is equal to 3. So x component is 3, where line cuts the curve. Again I put the value of m is equal to minus 8 here. X square minus x into 2 minus 8 plus 7 plus 2. When I simplified this, it will become x square plus 6x plus 9 is equal to 0. Again I applied the quadratic formula here. Minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac here. Here the value of x, when I simplified this, 36 minus 36 will become 0. Minus 6 over 2 is equal to minus 3. Then I applied these two values of x, 3 and minus 3 in the lines equation. Y is equal to mx minus 2 equation. In the previous part, I put the value of m3 and value of x3, and the value of m is 4 here. I get the y coordinate is equal to 4, 3 times 12 minus 2 is 10. Then again I put the value of m is equal to minus 8 and x is equal to minus 3. I find that y is equal to 22. So the point of intersection of line and curve are 3, 10 and minus 3 and 22 here. In question number 2, the point M is the midpoint of the line joining the point 3, 7 and minus 1, 1. Find the, it means M is the midpoint. First of all, we should find the midpoint of these 2 points 3, 7 and minus 1, 1 here. Find the equation of the line through M, which is parallel to line x over 3 plus y over 2 is equal to 1. So midpoint M is equal to 3 x1 plus x2 over 2. Here I use the formula. X1 is 3 and x2 is minus 1. 3 minus 1 over 2. And y1 plus y2. y1 is 7 and y2 is 1. So I get the point M is equal to 1 and 4 here. Gradient of line x over 3 plus y over 3, because gradient of line x over 3 plus y over 2 is the gradient of line passing through M, because these two lines are parallel to each other. So it means when lines are parallel, the gradient of both lines should be same or equal. So I get the gradient from line x over 3 plus y over 2 is equal to 1. So y over 2 is equal to minus x over 3 plus 1. Minus x 2x over 3 plus 2 here. First I take x over 3 on right hand side, then I multiply 2 to both numbers x over 3 and 1. It will become minus 2x over 3 plus 2 here. So m1 is equal to minus 2 by 3. From the straight line equation, y is equal to mx plus c. So variable, so constant multiplying by x will become the gradient. Y is equal to mx plus c. From the equation of straight line, y is equal to mx plus c, I find the m. Here m is minus 2 by 3. So m1 is equal to minus 2 by 3 and the m2 is also minus 2 by 3 because the lines are parallel. Gradient of the required line as parallel is equal to minus 2 by 3. Then equation of line passing through M, the midpoint of these 2 points which is given in question, and the gradient is equal to minus 2 by 3. So y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1, y minus 4 is equal to minus 2 by 3 into x minus 1. When I simplified this equation, I find the final answer 2x plus 3y is equal to 14, which is the equation of line passing through M. Question number 3. A line has equation y is equal to 3kx minus 2k. So it's also a equation of straight line here. And a curve equation y is equal to x square minus kx plus 2, where k is a constant. Find the set of values of k for which the line and curve meet at two distinct points. I have already explained in the formula sheet that when line cuts a curve at two distinct points, then b square minus 4ac should be greater than 0. It means roots are real here. So first of all, I compare these two equations of line and curve because they are intersecting each other. So x square minus kx plus 2, which is the equation of curve, is equal to 3kx minus 2k, which is the equation of line here. When I simplified this equation, I find that x square minus 4kx plus 2k plus 2 here. When line meets a curve at two distinct points, the discriminant should be greater than 0. So b square minus 4ac, it's a discriminant greater than 0. First of all, I find the critical values. I set the b square minus 4ac is equal to 0 and find the critical values of k. 16 k square minus 8 k minus 8 equal to 0. Apply the quadratic formula here, minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac over 2a. I find that k is equal to 1, k is equal to minus 1 by 2. But in question he is asking about the set of values. When he is asking about the set of values, it means there is an inequality. The value should be greater than or less than. In order to check the value, k is equal to greater than 1 or less than 1, or k is greater than minus 1 over 2 or less than 1 over 2, I applied this value in the discriminant. I find the equation for b square minus 4ac is greater than 0 here is 16 k square minus 8 k minus 8. I put these two values, the one is greater value and one is lesser value, to find the inequality. By checking inequality, b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, putting in 1. 16 into, I put the greater value because k is equal to 1. I put the greater value 2 here, k is equal to 2 square minus 8 into 2 minus 8 greater than 0. It means it's a true. It means our solution lies greater than 1. 2 times 4, 16, 4 times 64 minus 16 minus 8. It means answer should be positive and it's a true. Positive is greater than 0. So it means k is greater than 1 here. Then I put the lesser value of minus 1 by 2 because minus 1 is less than minus 1 by 2. I check that a 16 into minus 1 whole square minus 8 into minus 1 minus 8 is greater than, it is also true. It means the solution is k is greater than 1 and k is less than minus 1 over 2 here because I proved by checking method here. Question number 4. The line 4y is equal to x plus c, where c is a constant, is a tangent to the curve. From this word, when line is tangent to the curve, we find that there is only one solution here and discriminant should be equal to 0. B square minus 4ac is equal to 0. This question is repeated many times in the past papers in zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, different times. It means discriminant should be equal to 0. Tangent to the curve, this question is repeating more and more. Y square is equal to x plus 3 at the point P on the curve. It means tangent cuts the curve, line cuts the curve at P, it's a tangent. Find the value of C here. A line is a tangent, x plus C whole square is equal to x plus 3. First I find the value of y. Y is equal to x plus c over 4 here. Then I put the value of y in the equation of curve y square is equal to x plus 3. I replace the value of y because y is equal to x plus c over 4. Then I solve it. X plus c over 4 whole square is equal to x plus 3. I expand the formula of quadratic x square plus 2cx plus c square over 16. The 16 should be multiplied on the right hand side. So 16x plus 48. When I simplify by taking these two values on left hand side, so it will become x square plus 2c minus 16 into x plus c square minus 48. It means here a is 1, b is 2c minus 16. The coefficient of x is called b, the coefficient of x square is called a, the constant is called c. And the c is c square minus 48. b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. I only applied the value. 2c minus 16 whole square minus 4 into, put the value of a is 1 and the value of c is c square minus 48. When I simplified, expand the formula, 4c square minus 64c, a square minus 2ab plus b square minus 4c square plus 192. 4c square is cancelled out with 4c square, minus 64c is equal to minus 448. Then c is equal to 7 here, very simply. In part 2, find the coordinates of P. When I find the value of C, I put the value of C only in the quadratic equation here, which I found in the previous part. C is equal to 7. 2 into 7 will become 14. 14 minus 16 will become minus 2x plus 1. I only apply the midterm break method here. You can also use the quadratic formula for your easiness, but I applied the midterm break here. So x square minus x minus 1 plus 1 is equal to 0. X into x minus 1 minus 1 into x into minus 1. I find that x is equal to 1. Then I applied the value of x and x is equal to 1 and c is equal to 7 in the equation of line. For y is equal to x plus c, I place x is equal to 1 here and c is equal to 7 here. So 7 plus 1 is equal to 8, 8 by 4, 2. So P point is 1 and 2. When I got the value of C is equal to 7, I find that the point where the lines cuts the curve, it means tangent to the curve is P and the coordinates P is 1 and 2. Question number 5. 2 points A and B have coordinates 1 and 3, 9 minus respectively. The perpendicular bisector of AB intersect y-axis at C. It means we find the equation of perpendicular bisector here. First we find the equation of perpendicular bisector, find the coordinates of C. Then we find the coordinates of C. Midpoint of AB x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y1 over 2. I find midpoint is equal to 5 and 1. Then I find the gradient of AB minus 1 minus y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. y2 minus 1. Here is a little bit mistake. Here is y2 is minus 1 and y1 is minus 3. So minus 1 minus 3 is equal to minus 4. Minus 4 by 8 minus 1 by 2. So gradient of AB should be minus 1 by 2 here, not a minus 1 by 4. It's a little bit mistake. Gradient of perpendicular line through 5 and 1. Because the gradient of line AB is minus 1 by 2. But the gradient of perpendicular line, because the line is cutting from midpoint bisect, it means perpendicular, so it's a reciprocal and negative, so its a gradient will become 2 not a 4 here. Then simply equation of line y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1. Y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. I put the value of m is equal to 4. By mistake here is 4, it's a value 2 here because when your answer is not matching with the marking scheme, so it's a problem. Here is a little bit mistake, the gradient is 2 not a 4. So 2 into x minus 4 at y-axis. You know that at y-axis x is equal to 0 and at x-axis y is equal to 0. I put x is equal to 0 here and find the y is equal to minus 19, but not minus 19, 4 to the minus 10 here. -9, sorry, -9 here. So C point is 0 and -9, not a 9. Question number 6. Coordinates of 2 points A and B are this and this respectively, and D is the midpoint of AB. A point C has coordinates xy where x and y are variables. State the coordinates of D, 1 marks only. Only we find the same value is repeated which is in question of previous question. 1 and 3, A is 1 and 3, B is 9 minus 1. In the previous question it is also same value, same midpoint. So midpoint is 5 and 1 which is in the previous question. It means question is repeating in May June 19 zone 3 here. It is given that CD square is equal to 20. Write down the equation of the relating x and y. It's only apply the distance formula here, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 here whole square, because CD points, point C is x and y and point D is 5 and 1. I applied the value 5 minus x whole square plus 1 minus y whole square x square, because CD is equal to this, when squaring both sides square root is cancelled with square. So when I expand the formula 5 minus x whole square and 1 minus y whole square, I will find that x square minus 10x plus y square minus 2y plus 6 is equal to 0. Not need to simplify this question because it carry only 1 marks. Only expand the formula, distance formula here. In part 3, it is given that AC and BC are equal in length. It means AC and BC lengths have same. Find an equation relating x and y, and this show that is simplified to this. So AC is equal to BC. I only applied the distance formula here, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square in both sides. So I applied the value A is equal to 1 over 1 3 and C is equal to xy in first, and second A is equal to B, BC 9 minus 1 and xy. Taking square on both sides and expanding the formula here, I find the final value 16x minus 8, y is equal to 72, y is equal to 2x minus 9. It's very easy to expand these two. Only you should focus on the method, strategy, planning of the question, how to solve the question. Only there is a need to apply distance formula. So you should focus on distance formula. Other is the working only here. Because 1 minus x square you should expand the formula, then 3 minus y square expand the formula. Expanding formula on both sides and simplify this and find the final answer, y is equal to x minus 9, which is a required 3 carry 3 mark. It is 100% same like in O levels. In part 4, using the results from part 2 and 3 and showing all necessary working, find the possible coordinates of C. From part 3, I find the equation y is equal to 2x minus 9. From part 3, part 2, I find x square minus 10x plus y. So I applied the value of y here, 2x minus 9 whole square in minus 2 into 2. I only put the value of y in the equation number 2 from equation number 1, and I simplify and get the final value, final equation x square minus 10x plus 21, because when 5 is common from 5x square minus 50x plus 105, then 5 will become 0 on the right hand side, and the remaining equation x square minus 10x plus 21 here. I applied the midterm break. You can also apply the quadratic formula for your easiness. It's very easy to solve with calculator. So I applied the midterm break here. I find the value of x is equal to 3 and x is equal to 7. Then I applied these two values in equation number 1. I find the value of y here. So y is equal to 5 and y is equal to 3. It means the coordinates of C should be 7 and 5 or 3 or minus 3. In question number 7, the diagram shows the trapezium ABCD in which coordinates of A, B and C are this, this and this. Respectively, the line BC and AD are parallel. It means BC and AD are parallel in trapezium. So, gradient of BC is equal to gradient of AD because these two are parallel here. Angle BC is equal to ABC 90 degree and the CD is parallel to X mean. It means when CD is parallel to X axis, then the coordinates of Y coordinate of C is same like that the Y coordinates of D. If the Y coordinate of C is 3h, then the Y coordinates of D is also 3h because line is parallel to X axis. Find by calculation the value of h. First I find the gradient of BC. I find that gradient of BC is equal to gradient of BC. First I find the gradient of BC y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Then I find the gradient of AB y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. The gradient of AB is equal to minus 1 by 2 because the angle ABC is 90 degree. It means BC and AB perpendicular to each other. So I applied the formula. The gradient of perpendicular lines should be equal to 0 or gradient of M1 is equal to minus 1 over M2. As BC is perpendicular to AB, so 3h minus 2 over h minus 0 is equal to 2. As the gradient of AB is minus 1 by 2, then the gradient of BC, which is perpendicular, should be negative and reciprocal. It will become 2 here. So I find the value of h here, h is equal to 2. As find the coordinates of D. The y coordinates of D is 3h. I applied the value of h is equal to 2. I get that the y coordinates of D is 6. Then m of BC is equal to m of AD. Gradient is means gradient of BC is equal to gradient of AD here. So 2 is equal to, because gradient of BC is 2, which is perpendicular to AB. Gradient of AD y2 minus y1, because I have find the value of y coordinate 6. 6 minus 0 over x minus 4. I find the value of x here 7. So coordinates of D are 7 and 6 here. In question number 8, a line has equation y is equal to x plus 1, curve has equation this. Find the set of values of the constant for which the line meets the curve. It's a repeating question which we have already done in previous, I think, question number 2 or question number 3 here. The line cuts the curve at two distinct points. For two distinct points, we should take the discriminant greater than 0, b square minus 4ac should be greater than 0. First I equate these two equations, equation of curve and equation of line, because these two equations intersecting each other. So x square plus bx plus 5 is equal to x plus 1. X square plus b, I take x common here. So b minus 1 into x plus 4, because when 5 minus 1 will become 4. So b square, here value of b is b minus 1 and value of a is 1 and c is 4. So b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. For critical values, first of all I find the critical values of b, then I check the inequality. B minus 1 is equal to 4, because b minus 1 whole square is equal to 16. Taking square root on both sides, b minus 1 is equal to 4, b minus 1 is equal to minus 4. So b is equal to 5 and b is equal to minus 3. Checking inequality at b is equal to 5, because I got the value of b is equal to 5. I put the value of b is equal to 6 here first. When I put the value b is equal to 6, I find that the solution is true. It means b is greater than 5. Then I put the value of b is equal to minus 2. I check that when b is equal to minus 2, it's a false. It means b is less than minus 3. So b is greater than 5 but less than minus 3 here. In question number 9, 2 points A and B have coordinates 3a and minus a2 respectively, where a is a positive constant. Find the equation of the line through the origin parallel to AB. It means the equation which is passing through origin, it means the points of the equation is 0, 0, because line is passing through the origin. At origin, the x coordinate should be 0 and y coordinates also 0. It means we only need to find the gradient of AB. The gradient of AB is the gradient of required line. Gradient of AB is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. It is equal to minus 3 by 4 here. So gradient of line through 0, 0 and m is equal to minus 3 by 4. Only apply the formula y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus y1. So y is equal to minus 3 by 4 x here. The length of line AB is 3 whole 1 over 3 units. Find the value of A. I applied the formula of length formula, distance formula, y2 minus y1 whole square plus x2 minus x1 whole square under root. So use coordinates 3a, minus a and minus a2a here. I find that 3 times 9 plus 1, 10 over 3 is equal to 2a plus a whole square plus minus a minus, it means 2a plus a 3a, the square of 3a is 9a square, minus a minus 3a will become minus 4a, the square of minus 4 is 16a whole square, 16 plus 9 is 25a square, when take the square of 25a square it will become 5a. So 5a is equal to 10 by 3, then I got the value of a is equal to 2 by 3 here. In question number 10, the equation of a curve is y is equal to 2x plus 12 over x, and the equation of line is y plus x is equal to k, where k is a constant. Find the set of values k for which the line does not meet the curve. So there is only three categories here. One is when line is tangent to the curve, b square minus 4ac should be equal to 0. When line does not meet the curve, then b square minus 4ac is less than 0. When line cuts the curve at two distinct points, then b square minus 4ac should be greater than 0. So discriminant equal to 0 or less than 0 or greater than 0. Only three possibilities here. It's this question carry minimum 5 to 7 marks here. So only need to apply the formula discriminant b square minus 4ac equal to 0 or less than 0 or greater than 0. There is only three possibilities, not more than three. First of all, I compare these two equations. Y coordinates, y is equal to k minus x. 2x plus 12 over x is equal to k minus x. I take the LCM x, it will become 2x square plus 12 and multiplied x on the right hand side, kx minus x square. When I simplified this, it will become 3x square minus kx plus 12 equal to 0. When line does not meet the curve, then b square minus 4ac less than 0. First of all, I find the critical values of k here. I take b square minus 4ac is equal to 0 here, k square is equal to 144. I find that k is equal to 12 and k is equal to minus 12, taking square root on both sides. Then checking inequality here, because we should need the answer in inequality form. I take the less value of k, 11. I put 11 in k square minus 4ac. B square minus 4ac is less than 0 here. So 11 square minus 4 into 3 into 12 is less than 0. It is true. It means solution is k is less than 12. Then I put the value minus 11, the greater value of 12, minus 12. Because minus 11 is greater than minus 12. So it is also true. It means solution is x is less than 12 and x is less than 12, but x is greater than minus 12. It's by mistake here x is less than minus 12, not x is greater than minus 12 here. X is greater than minus 12 but less than 12. It's the symbol of less than, I by mistake is used here. K is greater than minus 12 because minus 11 is greater than minus 12. So k is greater than minus 12 but less than 12 here. And second part, in the case where k is equal to 15, the curve intersects a line at points A and B. Find the coordinates of it. Only apply the value of k is equal to 15 in the previous part. So it will become 3x square minus 15x plus 12. I applied the midterm break method here. You should use the quadratic formula for your easiness, because in quadratic formula you should only need a calculator. It is very easy to get the value. When I midterm break method here, I find that x is equal to 3 and x is equal to 12. Then I put these values in the equation of line. Y is equal to k minus x, y is equal to 15 minus 3 and y is equal to 15 minus 12. So points are 12 and 3 are 3 and 12. A 12 and 3 and B is 3 and 12. Find the equation of the perpendicular bisector the line joining A and B. It means first of all we find the midpoint of A and B, then find the gradient of AB, and then find the equation of perpendicular line. It is same like in previous question. Midpoint of AB, x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y1 over 2. So m is 15 over 2 and yx is also 15 over 2. Gradient of AB, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, it will become minus 1. So gradient of perpendicular is negative and reciprocal. It means gradient of perpendicular line is equal to 1. Equation of line y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1. If I simplified this, then equation of line is equal to y is equal to x. From the midpoint we know that the x and y coordinates are equal. It means y is equal to x the equation. I only solve for your easiness the for because question carry 3 marks, we should need to work total work here. Equation number 11, question number 11 here. Question number 11. 2 points A and B have coordinates -1 and 1, 3 and 4 respectively. The line BC is perpendicular to AB and intersects the x-axis at C. Find the equation of BC and x coordinates of C. When I find the equation of BC, I need gradient of BC and point of BC, 1 point. So first of all, I find the midpoint of AB is equal to -1 plus 3 over 2, x1 plus x2 over 2, then y1 plus y2 over 2. I find that m is equal to 1 and 5 by 2 here. Gradient of AB for y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. I find that 3 over 4. The gradient of required line which is perpendicular to AB, BC line, is negative and reciprocal. So its gradient will become -4 by 3. Then I only apply the formula y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1 here. When I simplify this equation, I find that 6y is equal to x plus 13 here. At x-axis y should be 0. I put the value y is equal to 0. I find the x is equal to -13 by 2. So C coordinates are -13 by 2 and 0. In part second, find the distance AC, giving your answer correct to 3 decimal places here. Carry 2 marks. I only apply the formula, distance formula here. Y2 minus y1 whole square plus x2 minus x1 whole square. Put the value of y2 is 0, y1 is 1. Then x2 minus 13 by 2, x1 is -1. So I find the final answer is 5.59. Very easy 2 marks here. In question number 12. Question number 12. The diagram shows the kite OABC in which AC is the line of symmetry. AC is the line of symmetry. So same figure is on the origin sides. The coordinates of A and C are 0 and 4 and the B is 8 and 0. C is 8 and 0 respectively, and O is the origin. Find the equation of AC and OB. Carry 4 marks. Very easy question. First of all, I find the gradient of AC, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. It will become -1 by 2. Equation of AC is equal to y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. I find that equation of AC is 2y is equal to -x plus 8. Then gradient of OB, because OB is perpendicular to AC, because this is a line of symmetry. OB cuts the AC at 90 degree. So gradient of AC is negative and reciprocal. It means gradient of AC is OB is 2. I applied the again formula of straight line equation, y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1. I find that equation of OB is y is equal to 2x here. In second part, find by calculation the coordinates of B. So equation of AC is this and equation of OB is y is equal to x. Find the point of intersection of AC and OB, which is the midpoint of line OB. Because AC is a line of symmetry, so the line where line AC and OB cuts each other, it's a midpoint. Because distance, I suppose the point which lines cut each other is something else, C, D or M. So when I solve these two equations simultaneously, I find that 2 into put the value of y, 2y is equal to -x plus 8, because y is equal to 2x, 2 into 2x is equal to -x plus 8, so x is equal to 8 by 5, and then y is equal to 2 into put the value of x, 8 by 5, it will become 16 over 5 here. Midpoint of OB, I suppose the coordinates of B is x and y. I applied the formula to OB because point O is 0, 0 and point B is xy. So midpoint of OB is x1 plus x2 over 2 and y1 plus y2 over 2. I find that the midpoint of OB, the x coordinates of midpoint of OB is 8 over 5 and y coordinates of midpoint is 16 over 5. I put the midpoint of x coordinate is 8 by 5. I find that x is equal to 16 over 5, and y over 2 is equal to 2 into 16 over 5. I put the value of y here. Then I find the final coordinates of b is 16 over 5 and 32 over 5 here. Question number 13. The equation of curve is this: x square minus 6x plus k. K is constant. Find the set of values k for which the whole of the curve lies above the x-axis. It means whole the curve lie above the x-axis. Here I need the formula for the point of minimum and for the point of maximum. I applied the formula completing square here. This question should be solved by the derivation method, but derivation is not introduced before coordinate geometry and binomial theorem. I mean the derivation portion is the last part or middle part, derivation integration. So I prefer the formula of completing square here because you are familiar with completing square in O level. X square minus 6x plus k, x square minus 2 into x plus 3 whole square minus 3 whole square plus k. It will become y is equal to x minus 3 whole square minus 9 plus k. So when x is equal to 3, the x component will become 0 and the y coordinates is k minus 9. It means the minimum value of y is k minus 9, which is the minimum value. It means all other values are greater than minus k over y is equal to k minus 9, because the curve is moving upwards. So k minus 9 is greater than 0. K minus 9 is greater than 0 because the curve lie above the x-axis. So k minus 9 is greater than 0. So k is greater than 9. Now curve lies above the x-axis. Carry 2 on. Find the values of k for which the line y plus 2x is equal to 7 is taken. Again this question is repeating 3 or 4 times here till question number 13. I find that y is equal to 7 minus 2x, equating the curve, equation of curve and equation of line. I find that x square minus 4x plus k minus 7 equal to 0. Then when line is tangent to the curve, then b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. It means discriminant is equal to 0. I only apply the values. B is minus 4, a is 1 and c is k minus 4. Here I find that k is equal to 4 plus 7, which will become 11 here. 3 marks, very easy. In question number 14, point C and B coordinates this and this respectively. The equation of the perpendicular bisector AB is this. The equation of perpendicular bisector is given. It means line AB and another line perpendicular to each other. Find the values of the constant h and k. Midpoint of AB, I applied the formula. Bisector means the line 3x plus 2y is equal to k cuts the AB lines at mid. So midpoint of AB is equal to x1 plus x2 over 2 and y1 plus y over 2. So midpoint will become 5h plus 6 over 2 and 3h. Gradient of AB is equal to, because gradient of AB and gradient of perpendicular line should be reciprocal and negative to each other. Gradient of AB is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. It will become 4h over 3h plus 2. 2y is equal to minus 3x plus k. When line passing through the midpoint, then it satisfies the equation 3x plus 2y is equal to k. Minus 3 over 2 x plus k over 2. Here I find the gradient is equal to minus 3 by 2. As lines are perpendicular, then the gradient of these two lines are reciprocal negative to each other. As gradient of AB is 4h over 3h plus 6 and gradient of line 3x plus 2y is equal to k is minus 3 by 2, then the gradient of AB is 2 by 3, negative and reciprocal. I find the value of h here. H is equal to 2 here. Then I put the value of h in the midpoint, 5h plus 6 over 2 and 3h. I find the midpoint. Then I put the midpoint in the equation of line. As line 3x plus 2y is equal to k passing through the midpoint here. So 3 into this midpoint should satisfy the equation of line, because line passing through the midpoint, it means midpoint lies on the line here. I put the x coordinate 5h plus 6 over 2 in the equation and coordinates y is equal to 3h in the equation. I find that, and then I place the value of h which I have already find in the previous step. I find that k is equal to 36 here. Very simple. In question number 15, the coordinates of the points A and B are given this and this. Respectively, k is constant, k not equal to minus 1. Find and simplify the gradient of AB showing that it is independent of k. I only apply the formula of gradient y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. I found that gradient is equal to 1 by 2 because k plus 1 is cancelled everything. It's very simple. Only apply the formula y2. It's a question same like in O level. Only apply the values y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Then simplify and get the gradient is equal to 1 by 2, which is independent of k. In question number 8, a line has equation y is equal to x plus 1, curve has equation this. Find the set of values of the constant for which the line meets the curve. It's a repeating question which we have already done in previous, I think, question number 2 or question number 3 here. The line cuts the curve at two distinct points. For two distinct points, we should take the discriminant greater than 0, b square minus 4ac should be greater than 0. First, I equate these two equations, equation of curve and equation of line, because these two equations intersecting each other. So x square plus bx plus 5 is equal to x plus 1. X square plus b, I take x common here. So b minus 1 into x plus 4, because when 5 minus 1 will become 4. So b square, here value of b is b minus 1 and value of a is 1 and c is. In question number 16, find the set of values of a for which curve is this and the straight line ax plus 3a meets at two distinct points. This question is also repeated. In previous 2 or 3 questions, we have applied the formula b square minus 4ac is greater than 0 for two distinct points. First, I equate the equations minus 2 over x is equal to ax plus 3a. So ax square, I multiplied x coordinates on the right hand side, ax square plus 3x plus 2 is equal to 0. B square minus 4ac, first I b square minus 4ac is equal to 0 take in order to find the critical values of a. So 9a square is equal to 8a, not equal to 8a. First of I take a common, 9a minus 8, because a has two values, one is 0 and one is 8 over 9 here. If you cancel a with a, then only one value is taken, 8 over 9, but you should take two values here because the question takes inequality form. So we should use the inequality here. Checking, first I put the value of a is equal to 1, the greater than 8 over 9, because 8 over 9 is point something. I applied the greater value, which is a 1, which is greater than 8 over 9. I find that the answer is true. The equation is true. B is discriminant, b square minus is true for x is equal to or a is equal to 1. So it means our answer is a is greater than 8 over 9. Then I applied the lesser value, a is equal to 0, the negative minus 1, it is true. So solution is a is greater than 8 by 9 and a is less than 0 here. Question number 17, point A and B lies on the curve x square minus 4xe. Point A has coordinates this and point B is the stationary point of the curve. The equation of the line L is y is equal to mx plus the m is a constant in the case where L passes through the midpoint of AB. It means L, the line L, which is y is equal to mx minus 2, is passing through the midpoint of AB. Find the value of m here. As B is stationary points, use the completing square method, which I have already in previous question. X square minus 2 into x into 2 plus 2 square minus 2 square, complete the square, plus 7, which is already you have done in O level. So it will become y is equal to x minus 2 whole square plus 3. So stationary point is that I applied the value x is equal to, it will become 0 and the value of y is 3. It's a minimum point. It means curves moving upward. In previous question also same, the curve is value of y is minimum, curve is moving upward. So the stationary point is 2 and 3, where x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 3. So A point is 4 and 7 and B point is 2 and 3. I take midpoint of AB, x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y over 2. The midpoint of AB is 2 and 5 because the line L is passing through midpoint. So midpoint satisfies the equation y is equal to mx minus 2. I put the value of y is equal to 5 and x is equal to 2 and find the value of m is equal to 7 by 2, L as passes through the midpoint. Find the set of values of m for which L does not meet the curve. This is also repeating part. When does not meet the curve, it means discriminant less than 0. B square minus 4ac is less than 0 here. First I equate these two equations. X square minus 4x plus 7 is equal to mx minus 2 here. X square minus 4 into 4 minus 4 plus m into x plus 9. Here coefficient of x square is a is 1 and value of b is 4 plus m and value of c is 9. When line does not meet the curve, then b square minus 4ac should be less than 0 here. Minus 4 minus into 4 plus m whole square, it means b square minus 4ac is less than 0. 4 plus I first of all I find the critical values equal to 0, equate equal to 0. 4 plus m whole square is equal to 36, taking square root on both sides, and 4 plus m is equal to 6 and 4 plus m is equal to minus 6, m is equal to 2 and m is equal to minus 10. For checking the inequality, I applied the lesser value of m is equal to, I put m is equal to 1 here. So 4 plus 1 whole square minus 36 is less than 0. It's true because 25 minus 36 is less than 0. It's a true. So it means our solution is less than 2 here. Then I applied the lesser value of minus 11 here. 4 minus 11 square minus 36 is less than 0. M is, so this false. It means m is greater than minus 10 because at minus 11 solution is false. So it means solution does not lie less than minus 10. So solution is m is greater than minus 10 but less than 2. Question number 18. The points A, B lie on the curve 6y is equal to this. Show that the equation of perpendicular bisector AB is this. It's very easy, very simple. First of all, I find the midpoint of AB here. Same in previous question. Midpoint of AB x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y over 2. It will become m3 and 5. X coordinate 3 and y coordinates 5. Then gradient of AB y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, it will become 2, and the gradient of perpendicular minus 1 by 2 because the line passing through midpoint bisector perpendicular. Gradient perpendicular is negative reciprocal minus 1 by 2. Equation of line through m is equal to y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. When I simplify this, 2y is equal to 13 minus x, which is the required form. 4 marks. It's a 100% O level question. So it's very easy question, coordinate geometry, if you have little bit focus on this. In part 3, it is given that AC and BC are equal in length. It means AC and BC lengths have same. Find an equation relating x and y and this. Show that is simplified to this. So AC is equal to BC. I only applied the distance formula here. X2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square in both sides. So I applied the value A is equal to 1 over 1 3 and C is equal to xy in first, and second A is equal to B, BC 9 minus 1 and xy. Taking square on both sides and expanding the formula here, I find the final value 16x minus 8, y is equal to 72, y is equal to 2x minus 9. It's very easy to expand these two. Only you should focus on the method, strategy, planning of the question, how to solve the question. Only there is a need to apply distance formula. So you should focus on distance formula. Other is the working only here. Because 1 minus x square you should expand the formula, then 3 minus y square expand the formula. Expanding formula on both sides and simplify this and find the final answer y is equal to x minus 9, which is a required 3 carry 3 marks. It is 100% same like in O levels.